For me, I am honored to be me, myself, my partner Fariza and my staff, Amar and others are very excited every time you come here because this place is beautiful. I'm amazed and I love this tree. I love the landscape over here because I'm not a golfer, definitely, and I'm not a VVIP, so I don't really come to these places. But when I have the opportunity, when I got the opportunity to come here to visit this place, I'm in awe because I love the trees so much. And these trees are like right in the middle of the city, so it's beautiful, and we should together preserve the trees because whatever that you have here is not many in Kuala Lumpur anymore because most of the trees have to be removed due to development. They want to widen the road, they want to make more concrete jungle, which I'm not into it. But because of course development is important, but we have to look after the trees as well. So whatever we have here, we need to preserve them. Okay, next. So who are arborists? Who are us? Who are these people? So pandai-pandai talk about trees. Okay, so we are passionate people. I am, me myself is very passionate about trees. I love trees since I'm small. I cannot stand people cutting the trees, make development here and there. You know, I just cannot take it. But so I got to know about arborists like later, like dah tua dah. I'm already 40 something, then I already know about arborists, and I took the exam. I took the exam and I sit for and I become the certified arborist. Okay, so arborist is an individual trade in the art and science of planting, caring, and maintaining the trees. Arborists don't do landscape. We don't do orchard trees, pokok buah, pokok durian. No, we don't do that. We don't do small shrubs. Arborists, their expertise are about this big tree, these amenity trees, only big trees, okay? So arborists are knowledgeable about the needs of trees and trained and equipped to provide proper care for the trees. That is arborist. For a certified arborist, these people already sit for an exam. It's a very difficult exam from the ISA, International Society of Arboriculture, from USA. So the certificate that the arborists have is an international certification. So with that certificate, I have the opportunity to work in Cambodia. We just came back 2 years back in Cambodia, and this year we went to Bintan, Indonesia. So this certification is certified worldwide. Okay, next. Laju sangat Amal. Okay. How we assess tree risk? There are all 3 levels altogether. Level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1 is visual tree assessment. It's a quick walk-by inspection of all trees. So we did this VTA for tree zone in 2024 last year. Me and my team have went to the whole. Got berapa lubang altogether? 12, 18. Okay, all the places. I mean, in this golf course, we did this VTA, visual tree assessment, and then what we do there is identify obvious trees and poor structure. So we just walk by, you know, like because this is level 1, we only detect with level 1. We can only detect obvious decay, or you can see what happened to the tree. Very fast, you know, like just walk by. That is VTA level 1 because we only do that in a big number of trees. Okay, we have hundreds or thousands of trees. We will always do VTA level 1. So level 2 is basic ground inspection. So this one, the inspection is more detailed. We will inspect the canopy, the tree branches, the trunk, and the root zone as well. So this is what we have done to our dear monkey pot tree and the Raintree, the big beautiful Raintree at the car park. So we did this assessment. For level 3, we use advanced. This is called advanced assessment. We have specific tools to check the internal decay of the tree, because from level 2 we can already see there's something wrong with the tree. Okay, there's some indicators showing that there's something wrong. The tree is not in good health. So when we see that, we will go for advanced assessment where we use tools. There's two machine we use. One is the resistograph and the other one is picosonic tomograph. The resistograph is I have it here today. It's a machine where we check the internal decay of the tree. Like us human, we do X-ray, so we can see what's wrong inside our body. So with the resistograph, we can do the same. Okay, next. So let me bring you back since from 2022 to 2025. You can see this is the tree that we pick. We took the picture every year. It looks the same, but of course you can see there's some part that we already started to prune. 2024, 2025 we prune. We did quite. The local name is monkey pot, so very easy to remember, monkey pot tree. So it have a DBH, the diameter and breast height of 260.8 centimeter. It's a huge tree, beautiful huge tree. And 17.8 meter, ground spread of 37.3 meter. So I want to bring the attention to everyone here in the room that the health condition is poor. This tree is in poor condition, not even moderate, okay? So this is a fast-growing tree. Fast-growing means the tree is not like your timber tree, the timber tree in the hutan. Timber tree will take such a long time to develop, so that's why it have a hard wood. But this one, when we said that the growth rate is fast-growing, meaning the trunk is not that hardwood kind. You can't make timber or you can't make furniture out of it. It's soft. Okay, consider soft to compare with the timber tree in the forest. However, she has a very long lifespan. She can live more than 100 years. And soil tolerance, prefer deep, well-drained soil. Okay, the tree condition decline. We have been observing this tree since 2022, and we can see that it's declining. So advanced testing. This is advanced testing means the level 3 assessment. Okay, it's revealed that 89% solid wood, because we did. For the advanced testing, we did three level. Okay, that one I'll bring you on the next slide. Next. Okay, let me bring you what happened to the tree first. Okay, this you can see all this. It doesn't look nice. You can actually see from your eyes there's something wrong with the tree. Alright, I'm not sure, because for arborists we are trained to read the body language of the tree. But for all you guys here, if you see this tree, do you think it's healthy or not? From your own observation, do you think the tree is healthy? No, you can see it's not. Can you see all this decay at the trunk of the tree?
Yes.
Do you realize that?
Yes.
Okay, so this is all the body language of the tree. It's an indicator that she's not doing well. Yeah. So like this, you can see here decay at branch and branch attachment. This is very concerning. When we have decay here at the branch junction, we are afraid that it will snap. Okay, it will snap because there's a decay here. It's very obvious. Suspected canker at branch attachment over here. Okay. I'm showing this. This is from our observation, our analysis. I'm not telling you that you should cut the tree, okay, but the reality of what's happening to the tree, so everyone in this room knows what's happening. So this is suspected canker. Canker is like us human, we have cancer. So this is canker for the tree. there's no treatment for this. What we can only do is to apply fungicide to slow down the rate of the decay, not to remove it. It can't be removed, but to slow the decay. So the next one, dieback and dead branch. So what is dieback? Dieback is if you see any tree with this kind of thing here, you can only see the dead twigs from on top of the tree. This is what they call dieback. This is a significant indicator saying that there's something wrong with the roots down there. Okay? So unbalanced crown, this is very obvious because of the tree health, so they cannot have a very large symmetrical canopy. Okay, so they have unbalanced crown. Significant decay at branch and branch attachment again here. Okay, it's the same problem but a different part of the tree. New decay formation at trunk. When I say new, this is based on our observation since 2022. So we can, every year when we do the assessment, we can see there's a new formation, new decay on the trunk. So meaning to say the decay in this tree is progressing. So significant decay at trunk and root collar. This is also something that is progressing. Okay, you can see the wound is getting bigger. And everybody have to agree that this tree has a very limited root area. Yes. For a tree this big, you need double or triple of the canopy size. That is how the tree grows. The roots need to be as far as you can. Okay, because the root is the structural root is to help to stabilize the tree. So right now, very limited root area. Next. Okay, this is advanced assessment using picosonic tomograph. When we did this, this is like a sound wave. Okay, so the one in dark brown is solid wood. All this dotted blue, purple color, this is a progressing decay. This is already decayed. Okay, so we did 3 plane. When we did the picosonic tomograph, when we put all the needles around sensor around the tree. Okay, so we did it at first plane, which is 0.5 meter from the ground. The second is 1.3 meter from the ground, and this one we use skylift, and we did 8 meter above the ground. So from that reading, this is the analysis. So we can see from the third plane, this is we only have 53% of solid wood. So the decay, this is all decayed already. So this is very concerning. Okay, next. Okay, so we did. This is, you can see this is 2023, 2024, 2025. No external decay was detected during 2023 assessment. So, but sign of decay began to surface and progress significantly by 2025 assessment. Okay, so this is what we are saying, progressing decay. You can see there's nothing here, and you can see a little bit here, and it's getting bigger here. Alright? Decay showed clear advance across 2023, 24, and 25. It's getting bigger. So there's something wrong inside it. Okay, next. Okay, this is a comparison of tomograph result from 2024 to 2025. At the 0.5 over here, the ground, 0.5 from ground, show consistent internal decay between MP5, this one, 5 and 10. This corresponded with the same area where decay also detected at 1.3 assessment plane. So it's progressing, the decay. So you can see all these dotted, the small dotted, green, purple, blue, this is all sign of decay. Same, this is also, you can see the one purple and blue, little bit over here, getting bigger and getting bigger over here. Okay, next. So from our VTA, from visual, okay, we are not talking about the visual, the advanced assessment yet, but from visual we can already see the tree house is declining. We can see there's a lot of dead branches and dieback, unbalanced crown. We have decay at branches, trunk, root, collar roots, suspected canker infection at branch attachment. When you see all the dark black color thingy at the branch junction or at the trunk, that is something like a canker. Parasitic plant at trunk. Parasitic plant is not good for the tree because it's actually it will eventually kill the tree if you don't remove the parasitic plant. Codominant branch attachment. Codominant means the tree split into two. Okay, and limited root area. This is very obvious. So for advanced assessment, our findings say on the first plane, which is 0.5 from the ground, we have solid wood of 89%. It's good. Okay. Second plane also have solid wood, but on the third 85%. On the third plane, solid wood 53. This one definitely have to remove. Okay, we only have 53% of solid wood up here. This one. This one. This is very poor already. Tree removal. So mitigation recommendation is we do tree removal because this is already considered hazard to everyone here, even to the building itself. Okay, very hazardous. Next. So before we go further, what we should do without the tree if we do not remove it, but we have to understand uncovering the cause of decline. What happened to the tree actually? I was informed by Fariza that this tree has been planted since 1940, as old as my father. My father born in 1940. Okay. So you can see what happened is the first and foremost is always about the roots of the tree. Okay, what happened? Whatever recently, recently there's one big tree fell at the Concord area there. There's one guy died because of the root as well. Same thing happened here because they cut the root. Why? Because they want to make pedestrian. It's always development versus nature. So when they want to make the widen the road and make pedestrian upgrading, the first thing they do is they cut the tree roots, which doesn't make sense at all. Because it as if that you cut your own feet. How can you stand? Same happened to the tree because the tree is so huge, but you only give such a small space for it to grow. Definitely it will topple, even though it looks so healthy. The tree is very healthy, green foliage, big canopy, but still it collapsed because there's no structural root has been cut. So same here. So what happened along since 1940 to 2025? There's a lot of development, and of course you want to make road for just like roundabout over there, a very heavy traffic there. So root zone compaction, tarmac root zone causes soil compaction when the soil has been compact. Definitely it will reduce oxygen availability, water infiltration and root respiration, leading to root decline. This is why you can see dieback, the dead twigs up there, a lot of dead twigs because there's a problem at the root area. Restricted root growth, definitely because of the tarmacs again. Limited lateral expansion and reduce the ability when you restricted the root growth, when everything is compacted already, the root cannot grow big, cannot grow as far as she needs to. Soil heat stress, again because of the tarmacs. Asphalt absorb and radiate heat, increasing soil temperature and contributing to root zone stress, especially in our hot season. Tropical climates, reduction in water infiltration. Water is very, very important to tree. Doesn't matter it's a small tree, medium-sized tree, big-sized tree, they need water, especially during hot season. Damage during construction, original root system have been severed or damaged during road paving. Definitely, all trees, when there's a development, if there's no tree protection zone during the construction, definitely the road will be damaged. Confined planting space. The tree is now trapped in a traffic island, far too small to support its large root structure and canopy. So definitely this will lead to long-term stress. And this tree is already been stressing since forever. Next. Okay, how do we preserve our veteran trees? This is a very proud example for me. Even though this is not Malaysia, where do you think this tree is? It's our neighboring country. Who you think will do this? Yes, Singapore. Tak ada negara lain. Singapore will always very kiasu. They always do the best, even for this. And this is very, I like saying this. This is how they preserve their tree. This is not in the park, no. This is just like on the roadside. But this tree is very, very old and it grows so big. They did this to the extent to make sure it prolonged the life. It helped. They don't want to cut it. So, I mean, the government there is very supportive towards green and nature. So they did to this extent. So when you're talking about this monkey pot tree, if you want to prolong the life, you will need to do something like this. Because the first thing that we need to be reminded is always the safety of everyone here, of the golfers. It's always number one. How much we love the tree, safety is always first. Okay? Propping is a support method used to hold up weak and heavy branches, especially in mature or heritage trees. So this is where, can everybody knows this? This is very famous. This is the best example that we have in Malaysia. Exactly, this is in Taipei. Taman Tasik Taipei. This is the Raintree. What happened to this Raintree? This is already 130 years plus, so it fell. But instead of cutting and remove it, they support the tree. This tree is already, it's fell already. It's not that it went leaning, but it just fell. So what happened is, it's uprooted here, but they support the tree and they put new soil over here, new soil at the root collar they try to revive the tree. So it is still there until today. So what they did was they closed the whole road about 100 meter, 50 meter or something like that. They closed the whole road. Can only, close meaning to say there's no more vehicle on the road. Can only access by bicycle. I think motorcycle also can, but of course walking. So everyone who wants to visit this tree, they will need to walk, and they can see all these beautiful rain trees next to the lake. It's beautiful. So this is the critical, and if you want to save a tree, there's no more, you cannot allow any vehicles on there anymore, because each vehicle that pass by, it makes the soil more compacted. Okay, so this is in Japan. This is in Japan, and this is something, when I went there, even the tree, like, I don't know, it doesn't look like tree anymore, they still support the tree. Okay, whatever it takes, you know, it like very, very old tree with very little leaves, but it's still alive. So they still support. So this is something new in Japan. They always do this in their country. In Malaysia, it's not very common. It's very rare. This is like the first one. Okay. So when trees show stress, we always do crown pruning and load reduction. That is the first thing that we need to do. We need to reduce the load of the tree. Okay, invigoration and mulching, aeration and drainage correction, propping, bracing and monitoring. But I put here, but when safety is compromised, removal become necessary. Next. Okay. This is some of the things that we need to do if you want to save our monkey pot tree. There's a lot of things to do. Open up paving or tarmacs. That is the first thing that we need to do. She needs to breathe. The roots need some more space to grow. Root collar excavation using a spade. This is some special tools to remove all the compacted soil using very high power air. We use air. We cannot use excavator, backhoe, cangkul, we cannot use that, but we use a high pressure air to remove the soil. Okay, because we want to save, we do not want to damage the roots any further. Soil decompaction and aeration, apply vertical mulching, enlarging tree protection zone. So we have to barricade the area. Okay. Traffic and access, partial or full road closure, create tree buffer zone. You can read the description down here. Monitoring and inspection. Of course, we have to do annual or biannual tree risk assessment. Installing monitoring device. So use motion sensor or strain gauges if budget allows to detect movement in limbs or the trunk. Both of us, Raintree is an arborist consultant for TRX Plaza. So I don't know whether you realize there's one big Raintree in the middle of that place. That place called Raintree Plaza because of that one Raintree. So what we do to monitor whether the tree is living or not, we put level bubble. We install the small level bubble there, and we will monitor every week and every month to see if the bubble moves. So if it's moved, then we can see whether the tree is leaning or not. If it's static there, so meaning the tree is okay. So it will be there forever. We're going to keep monitoring the tree. So we can also do the same here if needed. Tree health improvement, of course, we have been doing selective pruning to remove dead wood and reduce end weight, soil treatment, mulching, deep root fertilization. This is all because of the compacted root area. So we need to revisionate the soil. And of course, community awareness and interpretation. We should, if you want to save the tree to be retained at site, this is the first thing. Install heritage tree signage, so it will give value to the tree. Okay, next. However, if there's no choice, when removal becomes the responsible choice, this is the reason. We can see the decay progressed significantly between 2023 to 2025. We can see weak wood at branch level, 53% is a structural hazard. It becomes hazardous to us, to the members, vehicles, and the clubhouse. And it's also ISA standard recommend action before failure occurs. Okay, we do not, after it happened, then only people missing and we do treatment. Okay. And of course, tree number 35 is no longer structurally viable. This is from our assessment. Next. So, if, this is a big if, because for me as an arborist who is a tree lover, when Fariza told me that the community would like to prolong the life by doing some action, I am more than happy. I would like to see this tree here for another 100 years. I do not want it to be removed. But if the tree needs to be removed, we can honor the legacy of the tree by turn trunk into tables, benches, or art pieces, and you put it, maybe you give to them some members, or maybe you put it here at the clubhouse. Wall-mounted commemoration plaque for club wall. This is definitely a must because you have a very big tree and you're going to have a big commemoration plaque. And keychain offers souvenirs for members. So we have to reuse whatever left from the tree as our legacy. I hope tak buat lah. We can still retain the tree. Next. Okay. So again, this is if. Okay, if we remove the tree, planning for the future. As I presented just now, current site condition, limited soil volume and compaction, heavy compaction. The tree is just not healthy. So of course, you need to do something around this area. Future maintenance includes soil amendment and aerated bed. You need to make this soil healthier, better. And then replacement species will be moderate in size, non-aggressive root system, adaptable to confined urban space. This is for some example that we can replace this, the tree here. This is an example because we can put 2, 3, 5 trees over here, but a small medium-sized tree. So you can always have the greenery there. It still looks beautiful, but manageable, and it doesn't disrupt the place so much. Next. Oh, that's all. Thank you. But okay, before I end, in order for RSGC to maintain, to retain the tree at site, intervention action should be taken. You cannot just wanted the tree to be there and do nothing about it. No, you can't, because we can see the decay is progressing. Okay, we do not blame the arborists or the people who look after it if something happened, because everybody should know about the tree. Okay, intervention is crucial right now. Okay, thank you so much. We will have a quiz later after we do site visit there at the Raintree Tree. We come back and there's some easy quiz for you guys. Yes?
How are you going to get the roots out of that roundabout to be able to have planting funds?
How?
Because removal of the roots, how do you do it?
Removal of the roots.
Chop the tree.
Yeah, we will chop the tree.
But then, so it's all roots there.
Yeah.
Big trunk there. How do you plant trees there?
There's a machine called stump grinder. A stump grinder. So there's one big machine that will grind. Yeah, we have to remove all the stones, to clear all the stones, and we're going to do stump grinder. The machine will grind the stump, but only like half a meter. And then you have to put new soil to plant new tree, because we cannot remove the whole root down there, because it's a messy work. Because I did that once. It's you can't do it here because you got no space for it, and it's very, very difficult and messy. You need to have a crane to lift the whole trunk, and you have to, everything will be broken. Yep. The tarmacs, everything will be gone.
So the stump will still there?
The stumps still be there. We can only grind them like maybe half a meter below the ground. We can. If we do the stump grinder, back, because this one, that's why I said, this kind of tree, this medium-sized tree, setengah meter cukup ke tanah? Boleh. Half a meter with new healthy soil, you can plant a medium-sized tree. Or mounding, yeah, to have more soil. Mounding.
I think it's because they can plant down, so they can soil.
Definitely shrubs can. This kind of shrubs should not be a problem.
Okay, you talk about preventative measure, how to improve the situation for the tree. You talk about how you can aerate the tarmac. Why hasn't the club done this? Why are we sitting and waiting for it to be changed?
Targeting the wrong Yes.
Sorry. Because okay, why do you know a problem? So instead of just, are we just looking at it waiting for it to die? Or should something be done to save the tree? Or is the intention not to save the tree? That's why we have this. I thought we were nature walk, sorry. Is this the whole intention today? Is to prepare members that you're going to remove the tree? There's
No. Just want to inform you what is our current condition of the tree. So we are trying to preserve the tree to with the
But monitoring is not preserving. They've got proposals. You could aerate the roots and all these things. So
Yeah, it's not only aerating the roots. Actually, previously we have do our proposal for a tree, which involved opening up the farming area, the paved area. So I think
Has not
because
been done.
And then nothing was done.
because
Nothing yet.
because the cost is very high, and also we cannot guarantee the tree to respond to the treatment.
Maybe you gotta change that to like papers with holes or something, you know?
Can.
Like concrete papers instead of tarmac.
I think
Yes.
It's not difficult to do, won't
Yeah.
affect them, not very expensive.
Yeah.
You know?
The management.
Yeah, it is.
Can you tell us this kind of tree, what is the root structure? Is it spreading across or breaking down?
No, okay, I want to share to you that in urban area, there's no tree that goes down, deep down, no. That is in the forest. But biology of the tree is that the deep down tree is during early establishment. But once it grow bigger, definitely the tree will go sideways, not go deeper. They will go sideways. The roots, the tree roots will go sideways, not go deeper. First of all, in urban area, our soil is very, very compacted. When it's compacted, it kills, it removes all the pores, the air pores, the water pores. There's no more. It's compacted, so there's no need for the roots to go deeper. Instead, they go sideways because that is where they can have the air and the water above on the ground. Because that is where we keep irrigate the plant. So these roots, every roots, the fiber roots, especially the fiber roots, there's hormone there called. These small thing, they are very sensitive to water, so they will go sideways to search for this water. So that's why the tree only grow for 0.5 meter above the ground. They don't go deeper. So that's why when you see tree roots topple in Kuala Lumpur area, in any urban cities, any urban areas, you can see the whole root will come together. That's what we call uprooted, because the roots are only 0.5 meters above the ground. It's very shallow. Below the ground, 0.5 meter below the ground. Above the ground, dah melayang pula. Below the ground, very, very shallow.
So this tree actually has a good position. There's no building next to it. There's actually room for it to grow if you don't have compaction on the ground.
Yes.
Right? Because the building is not next to it. So it has been growing naturally, as you said, the roots.
Yes,
The problem
yes.
we have now is because of the compaction on the surface over of the usage. So that's the main problem we have, because of compaction. It's not about tree.
And the root cut as well. So I believe, because this tree is already here even before the building. So when they want to do definitely, right? Yeah. So when they did the construction, definitely there's a lot of roots has been cut or damaged.
Of the construction, I think probably the roots that cuts already probably healed. So probably now you are thinking about, because the flower, right, there's no room for the root to breathe. Probably that is one of the area that you're looking into the solution.
Okay, first about the roots, why they spread because of the need for anchorage. It's same like engineering, where because the branches spread far, so they need for anchorage. The roots also need to travel far. Same like engineering, you cannot if you want to put the cable to support, you cannot support like this. It's not going to work. We need to support like this. The far and they have the certain angle.
Does the stump face of the wood usually is same with the crown?
No.
Okay, no. The roots travel 2 to 3 times the size of the ground. Means the drip line, the end of the leaf is travel 2 times.
2 to 3 times.
Because there are also theories for that the above weight mass is equal to the below ground mass. So mean the mass on top of the ground should be the same
Equivalent to
below
the
ground.
Yes.
That's a question. So we understand that this tree has been here.
Since we are born. Since before.
I think when we were kids here. So those roots have been growing 2 to 3 times the size of the canopy,
Yes.
the drip line.
Yes.
So, and you're saying it's not going further down the kilometer. I think it will probably go down as deep as the bedrock. So let's assume that underneath is 2 to 3 times. That means those roots are going into the farmhouse as well. And the size of the decay of the bark, just it looks like it's that's basically, the new road and it's also into the golf course. Has there been any changes in what the use to treat the golf course? This side, on this side, and all of this. The fungal treatment, I mean, the chemical on the tree is an indication of the soil condition is very poor as a microbiome. Because even your roots go to sometimes, but the connection with the microbiome can reach kilometers. So something is happening on the golf course that's affecting the biodiversity underground. Something will change the way that they maintain the golf course. They move to this side, this side.
I think I need